What's happening, everybody? My name is Kevin O'Miller, aka KO. I've been playing in go-go bands, in and out go-go bands since the age of 16, since '76. That's when I first started playing saxophone. I went to Anacostia High School. My first band I played with was J.O. Enterprise. The manager of this band, he's a good guy, you know. I thought I was a guitar player at first, you know. I did like 3 years of middle school playing the guitar, and when I went to Anacostia, they didn't have guitars, so I wound up playing the saxophone, which I was suggested by my mother and my uncle to play saxophone. It was the best choice that I made. I wound up playing in the first band, was kind of like go-go was kind of just getting this start off. The manager of the band, good guy, but he used to take our money and go upstairs and gamble with it and stuff. He really didn't pay us. We were young kids, and that was like '76. I didn't stay in that band too long, but he wound up getting this other band, which was called Black Love. Black Love was a young band, consisted of some very young members of the band. Leon Thurston, Tony Shop, the brother could sing, man. It was the only brother I know that could sing and bring tears to my eyes. He used to sing this song called Miss, and that song, man, used to just do something to me. And they were young, you know, they used to do backflips off the stage and stuff. And go-go was just kind of getting their start. They had a lot of talent. And actually, that was the second band actually I played for, was Black Love. And later on, we got more members in the band, came in the band, Mike Taylor, Go-Go Mike, Toddy Wade, Tyrone Toddy, came in the band, Daryl, I'm sorry, Daryl Hayes is his name. They call him Toddy. Played with E.u., Ooh La La, Tony Brown, Mike, all us played with Black Love together, also with Leon and Leon Thurston. Had some very talented members and stuff. But I forgot another band, Stratocast. I wound up playing with them later after Black Love band. C Pleasant with D. Lee, Dwayne Lee. See, my network of musicians, we kind of kept it close. You know, you'll find out that some of the members of Black Love also played with E.u. I remember Sugar Bear used to laugh at us, but we'd have this raggedy looking equipment that we used to make in the alley. With my man, what's his name, Fats, Donnell. He was a roadie back in the day with us. Everybody know him as Fats and stuff, but he was a loyal roadie with us back in the day and stuff. The early days of, you know, playing in the band, you know, I guess we're really taking advantage of because of exploitation. We really, you know, were young, and the managers, or the manager during that particular time in Black Love, you know, managers would tell us that, you know, they paying for the equipment, and they had some little rinky-dink little stuff that we use for monitors now, or the keyboards come out of, and they was paying for that forever. We had some very good talent in the band. I think Tony Shop at that time, Trouble Funk wanted to pick him up. And the manager told Trouble Funk that I got a contract on them guys, so that squashed what they wanted. And, you know, we was young, 16 years old. We didn't know no better back then. And later on, at the Black Love, came Chance Band for me, well, Stratocast, and then the Chance Band. I wound up playing with the Chance Band for a little while in my high school year, and that lasted for a little while. You know, Chance was a nice guy with Bobby and Glenn and Troy and them over there. You know, I lived in Southeast, and wound up later on. Reds and the Boys needed a band, and I wound up playing with Reds and the Boys. Reds came and got me. I think Lionel was playing in the band at that time. Lionel Tabs, I think it was, and he snatched us up, and we wound up playing with Reds. And Reds at that particular time was the hottest thing hit, you know, because he used to play with Red Essence, you know, and everybody knew Reds from playing with Red Essence. So when he got his own band, I think he had another band, but it had some musicians that, I don't know, you know, they just wouldn't work with him. And hey, brother, how you doing? Doing the interview.
Oh yeah.
This is Prince. This is his club. Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Celebrated his birthday last week. Yeah. With I'm trying to think where I live. We're gonna have to play that. Chance Man. Riz came and got. He needed some new members. They got me, I think Lionel, and then he needed some other members. And of course, I get on the phone. The music network is like, it's like a family. I call Leon, need a keyboard player. I call Leon Thurston. Why don't get Leon in there? Need another keyboard player. Why don't calling D. Lee, Dwayne Lee. Dwayne Lee actually came in as a keyboard player and wound up being the drummer. It was like wind up being the drummer later on. We were hot. We were young. We were still in high school and stuff, trying to finish up in high school and stuff like that. Washington Coliseum, you name the place that we played there. Riz wasn't too generous with the money. Back then, people, that exploitation, man, it still exists. People were more so looking out for themselves and stuff. We was getting like $15. We were young. We was, wanted to play and stuff like that. Then he would fine us for being late, horn being out of tune. Matter of fact, he suspended us, me and Lionel. We were trying to finish up in high school. And he wound up putting us on suspension. But due to that suspension, I was going to finish. I finished high school and started going to UDC. Ran into Quentin Rawls for Petworth. He was a saxophone player up there. He said to me, "Man, come on and play with us." I said, "What? You playing sax?" He said, "Man, come on, you and Lionel, come on, play with us." We wind up playing with Petworth. Early 80s, man, that was a real good move for us because, and Petworth, because we wound up having a 5-man horn section. We had Lil Mike, we had Nate Lyles, we had who else? We had Quentin, of course, and then we had Lionel Taz. So we had 5-man horn section, and we had 12 steps, man. Uptown, we used to sound the record with, because we had that strong sound like a marching band up there, with that full horn section, and we could step our ass off, A lot of bands didn't want to mess with us back then. The Mass Distinctions, y'all didn't want to mess with us. I know. And Peacemaker, y'all was uptown too. I know. But a lot of bands up there, they didn't want to play with us and stuff. I remember just the energy that was going on around that time and stuff. And from there with me, it lasted a nice while. I recorded with Petworth. That was real nice. Me and Lil Mike, Mike's last name, Mike Wade, and Sam. We would wind up reducing the band where Nate had took a break and Lil Mike was still there. Quentin went to keyboards and of course called Leon and he wound up playing keyboards with us too with Petworth, and also Chucky Thompson. A lot of people don't know that Chucky Thompson played keyboards with us and also recorded with us. Man, that was a wonderful time. A lot of exploitation during that time too, because our management was taking advantage of the money. They was getting money, for recording and stuff like that. And that was during the era when Shine took us in the studio. He was taking a lot of bands. That's when the music, the bands were basically being played on AM radio, not FM. FM, what the hell was it? We wasn't played on no FM. The Moon Man. Matter of fact, we was asked Moon Man, "Why you don't play our stuff?" He said, "Cause I don't know y'all." So what we did with Petworth, wind up going down there and introducing ourselves to Moon Man on so we play our stuff. That's when they were down on, I think, on 8th Street. Down from 8th and H. And I mean, it was a wonderful time, but of course, it has its ups and downs and stuff, The love of the music and stuff have you keep going and playing, with different bands regardless of the money and stuff. You're trying to get yourself, feel yourself out, who you are as a musician, as a person. Still, you're young. Of course, the greed is still out there, so the exploitation came through people like Shine. where they took a lot of bands into the studio. As a matter of fact, while we were in the studio, he had Too Tall Steve and CJ sitting on the sideline, just in case we didn't hit those horn parts right. Lil Mike and I and Sam, which we didn't at first when we first did the first tape. And we was at Lion and Fox studio at that particular time. And Sean pulled us to his side and said, look, if y'all don't hit those horn parts right, I got CJ and Too Tall Steve, they're gonna play your parts at the studio. We like, oh, hell to the no. You know, ain't nobody, that don't even seem right for us, you know, for those guys to be in the band. They playing our stuff on the radio, and we not even on the album. So we went outside because he told us, he said, I don't know what y'all do, if y'all smoke, what y'all smoke, or drink what you drink, and come back in and hit those parts. And that's what we did. You hear the horn section on that particular album that we did. It's 2 trumpets and a sax. We were tight. We had to, because we didn't want nobody else there. It just didn't feel right. You know, they playing our stuff, you know, our stuff on the radio, and we weren't those artists on that particular cut. I don't see that. And the time passed on. You know, that was a nice little fun time. You know, the music is up and down. You know, and then it came, and brothers asked me to play with E.u. Experience Unlimited. This was before the butt, right before the butt. I wound up playing with them for a little while. That was fun. That was real hype because, you know, I was gradually going up to, you know, the other bands were kind of like mediocre bands. And I'm just learning to play the horn. And I couldn't find out my brothers, Mike, Go-Go Mike, Michael Taylor, and Tidy, were playing with E.u. and so also Tony. Tony Bryan. They played with Black Love with me. So wind up having 4 members of Black Love playing with E.u. Wow. That particular time was real good, you know, making a little more money, you know. I know they probably could have gave more money, you know, but some people were living large. You know, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, people do what they do. When they had their reunions and stuff, they don't call me, you know. I guess because I'm not original, but they have all these other cats up there, I don't know. But that's why I really don't care now, you know what I'm saying? Call me if you want to call me, I don't care. But that's with all the bands that had their little reunions and stuff that I played with. From E.u., left E.u. Actually got voted out. It's right before they were ready to do the butt. I didn't know about it till later on that they were ready to do the butt. And I guess what comes around goes around too, you know. During that time, I guess my bad part of that, you know, is that Anthony Brown, I guess I kind of feel a little bad about it a little bit back then and stuff, you know, I'm over it now. But he was my brother, but at the time, he was half coming to rehearsal and stuff like that, and, you know, his attitude, he always was messing with Tidy. And at that particular time, when I was coming in the band with E.u., I was trying to put my stamp on me as a, you know, as a saxophone player for E.u. And Tony was a distraction to Tidy that was working with me every time he came. And they was talking about getting rid of him. Point blank, they were talking about getting rid of him. That's when Fox came in the band. Fox, Gennaro came in the band. Gennaro Fox came in the band. And it was a nice time. Fox was cool, you know, real cool and stuff. And they took a vote, voted Anthony out of the band. You know what I'm saying? He was pissed at me, you know, but I still got love for you, Anthony. You know, stuff happened. But later on, I wind up getting voted out of the band. They saying that I wasn't hitting the horn parts right, you know. Yeah, some of it. I wasn't CJ. Actually, CJ was the one who took me to the side and used to work out with me. And matter of fact, he used to work out with me when I was playing with Resident Boys. You know, he used to work out with me a lot. You know, do this, Kev, do this, you know, develop your own sound, blah, 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 blah. For the record, I ain't never want to be like no damn CJ, and I ain't no damn CJ KO. You know, but I know people say that. You know, even I heard CJ say that to my daughter, who he was married to her mother. You know, that's another story, but you know, it's close circle. You know, but wind up at the EU. Wind up playing for Hako Sweat briefly. Was out in and out of there quick because the management had a lot of equipment but want us to pay for it. So we was like, when it's time for us to leave, can I take a speaker with me, microphone with me? They was like, no, it's shit. You better pay me. You know, by then we was getting hip to the game and stuff, and exploitation, like, you know, you can't keep exploiting me like that, you know, unless you pay me, you know, unless I can walk or something, you know. And they was like, no. So, Hako Sweat was like, sorry, not. And after Hako Sweat, got a call from my man Cavalier was playing with Air Raid. I think China Boogie had left the band, and I think he went to started college and stuff like that. And they needed a sax. I wind up going with them for a little while. I mean, it was fun with them. I like the way Doc and Daryl did business and stuff because they were clean, you know, they was prompt and stuff like that, communicate with a lot of things. But the only thing I don't like when y'all have y'all damn reunions, that y'all don't call them brother. If I'm part of the family, I think my thing is, if you play with the band any era, this is my thinking. If you play with it in the era, that you should be part of that family. EU too, Air Raid, Backyard too, and these cats, man, they had these reunions and stuff, and they don't call it brother. You know, they know me. I never been the one to bring trouble. Always been a person that bring a lot of peace and stuff and love to a lot of people and stuff. And you family me, I'm family to you. And that's why I always been. I never been a person that, you know, to cause a lot of chaos, gossip. You know, I ain't with no cliques. That was probably why they called me. You find a lot of ninjas be with a lot of cliques, and I was never with those cliques and stuff. I don't know, hang with no certain group and stuff like that, trying to kiss no ass. It's just me. You know, I am who I am. And at the Air Raid, I ended up playing with two different eras of Air Raid, which was interesting. The other Air Raid was cool with Tidy, just play with Class. That was a good era with a Heartbeat and Foots. That was late on. But after Air Raid, damn, what happened after Air Raid? You know, I guess, you know, the music, you know, in and out of different bands and stuff, doing different things, little R&B, little jazz here and stuff like that. Wound up playing later on with Backyard in like 2003, like 3.5 years. That was very interesting because I wasn't used to the fans acting like they was part of the band. But there's been times that I want to, you know, I love the fans, but sometimes, you know, everybody standing on the stage in the way, like Ninja, you got something to say on the mic, say what you say and get off the damn stage. You just standing in the way, you know. It's already tight up on stage, you know what I mean? It's been almost fights when they break out on stage with me and cats and stuff, you know, because they won't stand behind me when I've been back, you know, I can touch them, well, they can touch me. But that was a new era for me and stuff, you know. I guess a lot of the fans didn't know that I've been around for a long damn time. But the funny thing with Backyard, when I found out that they needed horns with them, me and my man Tweet went to Coop and finally asked him, you know, told us, I heard y'all, you know, Tweet say y'all heard y'all was looking for horns, and he said, yeah, I am, you know. He said, yeah. Well, Tweet said, well, with me and my man, that's my man KO right there, and you know, we come as a package. And Coop looked at Tweet like this and say, well, I know him, meaning me, but I don't know you. And it was on after that, you know. It was on. We wind up both of us getting in the spot with them for a while, you know. Backyard was interested and stuff. The brothers, they have a lot of, you know, we brought us in, and, you know, to kind of give a more mature look, this before Genghis was doing the wire and stuff like that, you know. I used to talk to the brothers, you know, look, all that beefing with these brothers and stuff, you're trying to make money and perform, you know, do movies, you got a family. I used to talk to them just like that, you know, Coop, give them all kinds of ideas and stuff on how to, you know, as far as shows and promoting and stuff like that. Even how we should do certain things and stuff. Even the thing that they did for Genghis' birthday, I had an idea. We played at King's Dominion with BET. I put it in black and white. Showed them on paper and stuff. We should do this XYZ and with African drums in an African setting and showing the people, since it was being filmed and the audience and stuff were there, that where the music, go-go music is African music. You can put LP on it, should be AP, not LP, not Latin percussions. It should be saying African percussions because everything comes from Africa. Everything.
That's right.
Everything. The first. And even listen to our Latin brother, Carlos Santana. He'll tell you. I mean, not saying that. I guess you can say that what he say, but some people don't listen to this sometimes. You know, if you ain't got a PhD or you ain't got this so-called name or you're not a rapper or a so-called face and stuff. But look at this face real quick. A lot of people know this face and a lot of people don't. But I think a lot of the fans and stuff, you know, I guess Backyard fans, because they're younger. But it never dawned on me. It's a funny thing. But I was playing with Backyard. During my era with them, they was getting real excited because a percussion player was coming on stage to sit in with Sauce. And I didn't know who he was, you know, they was excited, E.B. was all excited and stuff like that. Yeah. I said, who is the cat? They don't know who he is. They say, that's Wink. I said, Wink? They Wink with Junkyard with JY. And it dawned on me the age difference and stuff is like a 10 years difference and stuff. They in their 40s. I'm 55. I'll be 56 this year. You know, they in their 40s and stuff like that. So looking at the era that they followed, I didn't follow JY. They were little kids. And when I used to play with Raisin Boy, we used to play over Bury Farms every Sunday, faithfully. Set up, free of charge to the community, faithfully every Sunday. And JY was playing on buckets back then. So of course, you know, when they playing on toy horns, I'm a real horn player. I can't learn looking at nobody playing on toy horn. I mean, it was cute, you know. If I was their age back then, I probably would have been playing on toy horns too. But it was just interesting to see the age difference and stuff. 10 years, only 10 years, but 10 years is a lot. And I always told Coop, I said, if you treat that band good, you're gonna be okay, business-wise. But time move on and stuff. People learn from their mistakes and stuff, and we all do. You know, we keep evolving, keep learning and stuff. Right now I'm here. I play a little reggae. Matter of fact, I had to play with Junkyard later on. With Backyard. Wind up playing with Rossledge and e.u.band, which was a very interesting thing for me because K.O. With T-Mart, take me out to GoGo.com, told me, you know, cause I grew up in an Afrocentric household where back in the 70s, early 70s, I had pictures of Huey Newton, Malcolm X, Patrice Lumumba, you know, on our walls, my mother, this is my mother, you know. I listened to Bob Marley, Coltrane, and music like that and stuff in my household. Kwame Ture, Stokely Carmichael was a real good friend of my mother's. Just come over my house, regular and stuff. So always been for, you know, I wasn't a rapper, but I used to write a lot of stuff, and I used to get a lot of stuff to John Cavallou. A lot of stuff he used to say back in the day was stuff that I wrote. Ask him. He ain't gotta believe me. Ask him. And that's my brother though, man. I had a lot of good brothers, you know. Dwayne Lee, Leon Thurston, Carlos Redman. A lot of most of the brothers are good brothers. They still find when they see me, KO. You know, no negative energy unless nigga hate. You know, if he hating, that's on him. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But Ross Liz, you know, love you, man. But my thing was trying to build your empire up under you and stuff. It had nothing to do with the energy people give to me. The energy people give to me, but they give to you is for you. For you. You know, so I mean, I moved on after that. I'm not doing the Rego. I'm doing straight roots rock reggae with Proverbs, man. My brother Zaya Swin. My man Rootsman, Tim Sharp, the Sharp Tim, I call him. I always want to do music that's one thing that go-go music is lacking. Lyrical content that will uplift the people. Other than talking about booty, 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 bling, 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 you know, all that shit, you know, nothing to uplift the people consciously. Nothing. You know, call yourself a rapper. But listen to Tupac. Tupac. You know, need some rappers out there. Nas. You know, the brothers lyrically, call yourself a rapper. You know, but you call yourself a musician. Period. Listen to different types of music. You know, that's what I did. You know, that's what people told me to do. To listen to different types of genres of music and stuff, like jazz, the blues and stuff. I'm still learning the blues. The blues is kind of interesting. You know, reggae, love it. You know, more so lyrical content. You know, if I can understand what they're saying, not everything I understand what they're saying, but sometimes I had to go look it up. What are they saying? You know, so but it's interesting. I love my band Steel Pulse. Big up Steel Pulse. Burning Spear. And my man, what's his name? Chronix. Next. Yes. Thank Diallo for the interview. Peace and love, brother.